You know, just because it's a semi-tropical fruit doesn't mean you have to live in the tropics to grow it. I don't know about you, but I love lemons. I love lemon pies, love lemon cookies. You put lemons in anything and I'm a happy guy. And you know, I also love to grow lemons. Look at my little lemon trees, aren't they great? I bought them, they were a little smaller than this, but this is a pair of Myers lemons, which is one of my favorite lemons to cook with. And they're actually easier to grow than you might think. You can actually grow lemons from seed. You can take the seed of the lemon and actually dry them out and then plant them, and they'll germinate within several weeks, and then you can just begin to step up those little plants and they'll eventually grow into lemon trees. But I just wanted to talk about these because it's important, because they're about to make a transition. In my zone, I live in zone 7, you know, it gets cool, it gets cold in the winter, and lemon trees don't like it cold, and you want to be able to protect them. And I keep them outside like this throughout the growing season. It's like sending them off to camp when they get to go outside all summer long. They'll thrive in temperatures above, say, 60 degrees. So that's why here in the fall, I need to think about moving them inside. Now I keep mine in a little greenhouse, but I could actually keep them in the house as long as they got plenty of light. A south-facing window where they're not directly in the sun, just pulled back just a little bit, is a good place to grow them. Now, what I'm going to do is fertilize these for the last time for this growing season. Because you see, you really don't want them growing or producing new foliage during the winter months. What will happen is they'll form flower buds. The flowers open in the winter. By early spring, you begin to see the tiny little lemons, and then they ripen through the growing season. And just look at these gorgeous lemons. I like to use an organic fertilizer when I feed my lemons. The spikes are really handy. What I like to do is just place them around the tree like this. Take about 4 of these spikes, and all I have to do is shove them along the edge or the drip line of this plant into the soil. The great thing about organic fertilizers is it actually enhances the microbial activity in the soil, which is really good for the plant's roots and the plant. Now, one of the things you want to keep in mind in winter is you're not going to water it quite as much. You don't want your lemon trees to become completely dry, but they don't use as much nutrient or as much water during the winter. The other thing, when it comes to insects, you need to be careful because they can get spider mite and scale and mealybugs. And just use an all-purpose, organic, safe product to spray up under here, and make sure you get on the underside of the leaves so that when you bring these plants in, you don't bring in those little hitchhikers that then cause your plant a problem later. Just look at these beautiful lemons. Now I just have to figure out what I'm going to do with them. Maybe a pie, I don't know, maybe some sort of fruity drink. Then what will happen is I'll get new flower buds and a whole nother crop of lemons next year, and the trees will be even larger. If you're enjoying these segments on how to grow some of your own food, check in with us regularly. Tell a friend about us, and make sure you subscribe to ehowhome. Oh, you look so beautiful. Look at you growing.